Welcome back to an episode Let's Play Farming Simulator 2013 on the Newbie farm. Alright, it's 6:12 a.m. And lucky for us, our combine is ready to go here. He's actually already started. And thank you to Roy who fixed the header on this so it actually can harvest hemp. Super love this. I don't know, this header is so much cooler than the standard one. I think it's one thing I wish it was a gleaner header. And basically what that means is, see how that has that roller in there? Instead of it being a roller like that brings the hemp, in this case, to the center, it's actually a belt. And the reason why those are the gleaner combines, I believe what they're called, a gleaner header, the reason why they're a bit better is because they don't shake off all the seeds. So for canola specifically, it's really nice because, and soybeans, because what happens if using the auger like that system, the plant gets shaken quite a bit and you can lose some seeds. Anyways, other than that random rant, thanks again, Roy, for this. Appreciate it. Finally got around to getting that header in there, and we're harvesting some hemp. So that means that I need to, I'll just do this manually. We need to pick up the hemp that he has there, because he's already got ahead of me here. Let's just go ahead and do that. And he should just unload. There we go. Perfect. And then he'll go on his merry way. Also, we're going to go ahead and do a wool run here, because we have a few wool pallets, and having a bit of extra money never hurts. So we're going to go ahead, and there we go. It's still on wool. Let's go ahead and do a wool run here. Hopefully we'll get, maybe 10,000 from this or something. And then what we can do is we'll leave our Fent to pick up. That one's fine. 10 unload, combine. There we go. Anyways, we'll pick up our wool here and we'll do a run. I have to do this manually, which I don't mind so much. Let's go ahead and start loading the products. Now, I thought I left a wool pallet on here, and I definitely didn't do a run with this thing, so I don't know if that's bad that you leave it if you exit the game and come back without taking the pallets off. I don't know if that's a bug or not, but we'll find out. Alright, let's see if I can just go right beside here, just like this, without having to get too close to this. Perfect. Because, sweet, look at that. That's a pretty cool little mod. Realistic, not so much. Helpful, you better believe it. Oh no, I can't drive that in there. Whew. So we're going to do a wool run here. And I can turn off the loading feature now. And the nice thing is, this loads on there automatically. I could do it myself. And would it work? Yes, of course. Would it take longer? For sure. It would take a lot longer. So in order to save the hardship of watching me trying to put it on there, I thought we would just do it this way. Also, we can get more wool pallets like this too. So remember, I took off the... Is this the right way? Better double check here. Well, I can do it this way, it's fine, yeah. I remember I took off the more realistic mod, so I don't know what the price is going to be like for this wool. So that's going to be interesting. It actually tells us how many pallets we have. We have 5 pallets in here. One of them is not a full pallet, mind you, but it was close. Better put our beacons on, especially with this rocket ship. Not rocket ship, this tractor that can move rockets. Alright, turn left here. Whoa, 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 whoa. I don't think it has blinkers, does it? No. Or does it? What is that? What did that do? Apparently I can't select my tractor. Oh well, anyways. Let's keep moving. So this thing, I've never been a big fan of articulating tractors. just in the game specifically. In real life, they have a very specific purpose. In real life, articulating tractors are great for pulling stuff, basically, is all they really do. They're actually pretty cheap because they only really have one function. Like, for example, something this size probably would only be used for cultivating and maybe seeding, depending on the type of seeder you had. And plowing, I suppose. But other than that, it wouldn't be used for much else. So, because of that, they're kind of cheaper than regular tractors, because regular tractors can use a lot more than, or can do a lot more than an articulating tractor. And also, there's lots of problems with articulating tractors, or you can get lots of problems with articulating tractors. You'll definitely see them a lot during planting season, so in the spring, and perhaps in the fall if people are cultivating and planting a winter wheat or something like that. But generally, you don't see them out too much, other than those particular times, just because they don't have many uses outside that. And they're big, and they use a lot of fuel, so they're not really helpful in that sense. Gotta turn left here. But for our purposes of carrying this huge trailer, it works out perfectly. Also, it was a lot cheaper than buying a semi-truck, and more useful, because we can use this tractor for seeding as well. So I don't think we'll get quite enough money for our seeder from this, because we need about 80 grand. But it'll give us a good head start with our 5 pallets full. Apparently it's storming outside, I just realized. So our wheat windrow is kind of low, so I don't think we have any wheat planted. Do we? Canola, oats, and hemp. So no. So next time around, we're going to definitely have to plant some wheat. Oh, I should plant that field. And we planted the corn, but it's not quite ready to go yet. So what I'll do is I'll have to change out the corn header as well, because the graphics on the regular corn header are the one that goes with the class is a lot cooler. Alright. Let's come back in here. And the thing with this, normally you can just drive through the sell point, but because the way this particular trailer works, you actually have to physically unload it. Or not physically, but you have to go through the unload. So normally I can just drive through here and it would be done. But I'm going to go, it's already set to unload on back, so I need to unload products. Yeah. Let's press O. So we have 29,000. Let's see how much we get. Oh, that didn't work the way I wanted it to at all. Let's try this again. Just going to go ahead and back up and pick up this, and then drive a little bit more forward. Oh, let's grab that last one there. Backing up straight. There we go. Alright, so let's go a little bit more forward. There, now let's try this once again. 29,000. Go a little bit forward, a little bit more. There, 29,000. Let's see what we get. Or let's not unload. Alright, let's do a little spinning around here again. Oh, maybe because I set it to a... That's probably what it was. Nice thing about articulating tractors, good turning radius. Alright, this time. Let's just double check to make sure we're in the right area. That should be good. Alright, set to unload to the back. Now let's see how much we get. This time, stopped unloading. Good. 29,000. Let's see. Oh, so apparently I threw them off a little bit. Not quite enough, so I need to just go right past like that. Alright, so almost 10,000. So 29,000 to 41,000. It's not too bad. So that's how that works. It's not as convenient as just driving through the sell point, but it's definitely more convenient for picking stuff up. It'll do round bales. Let me show what it does. Can do wool side trailer. I'm not sure what that means. Nope. So it can do small square bales. It can do big square bales. It can do normal, rounds, and wool. So I believe that means this could work for the extreme baling pack. Not 100%. I've never tried that out, but I get the feeling it might be able to work that way. But you definitely have to be careful on loading it. That's the one downfall. Oh well. But even though this particular tractor is not the most stylish tractor, it's a pretty good looking mod actually. The guys who did this did a really good job making it look nice. I think it's actually on the Giant software, not the Giant contest. It was the Giant's website, Farming Simulator website, the official website, I should say, which is kind of cool. So, but I like the dynamic exhaust too. I don't know, for every reason I really like dynamic exhaust on. Oh, our beacons are off. I really like dynamic exhaust on tractors and mods and whatnot. So, the day cab, the Peterbilt day cab has that as well. It's really sweet. That you get from FS-UK. Sunflowers is still on great demand, although we don't have any left, so can't go and sell anymore. We do have... where am I here? Why do I keep doing that? We do have lots of oats, for whatever reason, and lots of sorghum and hemp. So they haven't come on great demand, otherwise we probably would have sold those. We have lots of silage, lots of mixed rations, lots of grass, and a little tiny bit of straw. And a little bit of chaff too. And where am I here? Oops. Got a little excited and went the wrong direction there. I suppose I could have gone the other way to go to the farm shop to drop off the eggs. That's a little far away though. Ah well. Here we go. But the model works as expected. If you have the more realistic mod, it won't pick up the bales of hay, I suppose, or the wool. But with the more realistic mod not installed, you're good. So, word to the wise. Alright. Almost done the run here. Once we get back into the farmyard, we'll have to double check on the harvester, see if he's doing well or not. Don't want to leave the truck in the middle of the road here. It's not very good for the folks around town here. I'm not going to appreciate a tractor that looks like it can carry a rocket around. Specifically when it's got this big flatbed trailer too. Strangely enough, I've actually seen a table that was converted, or that was converted into a table, I should say, but previously it was something that was used to carry bombs in World War II. My father-in-law picked it up once, and he has it at his farm, and it's pretty cool to check out. Just the way it's made. It actually has an emblem on it saying what it used to do. Holy cow, he's done already. That didn't take long. Guess that was extra 0.3 meters really helped out. Anyways, just thought I'd do a little wool run with you guys, showing you how this truck, or this trailer works. And I think what we'll do is I'll stay off camera for a little bit, and then maybe I'll come back with when we have to feed the cows, or when I have some straw, I should say, maybe. Anyways, I don't think there's anything else we really need to do. Actually, that's not true. Let me just set him up over here. There we go. Actually, let's just back that up a little bit more. Actually, it doesn't really matter where I leave that. Turn the beacons off here. Go back into my Fent. And just going to unload the combine here. Whoa. Tractor got away from me. Alright. Pull this up here. Go my combine. Unload my combine. Apparently I'm not quite in the right area. Gonna have to move away a little bit. That should be fine. Nope, apparently not. It's a little further away. Let's just take another pass at this. Because apparently I can't do it when the auger is not out. There we go. There we go. Sheesh. Alright, so our combine is done, what I'm going to do is I'm going to take him and put him away in a shed so it doesn't get too much sun. And I guess I can put him into transport mode. There we go. I love the way these combines look. This one and the 770. Both really nice looking combines. Oh, there's our corn. It's growing there. So what I'll do off camera is I will get the different corn header, because now I have some money to buy the corn header. And what else I'll do is I'll plant that field that we just harvested with wheat and fertilize it, I guess as well. Alright, I think that's all for this episode. Been doing a couple short ones lately, just changing it up, seeing what works best for you guys. Longer or shorter episodes. Did the long weekend special not too long ago when it was when it was Thanksgiving in Canada here, and I guess it was Columbus Day in the States there, or not sure other holidays it was in other countries. Sorry, but keep it short for today. Anyways, my name's Ian Robson. This has been Farming Simulator 2013. This has been a Let's Play series, and I'll talk to you on the flip side.